All right, thanks for joining us on Valley News Live. I've got to tell you, we have quiet conditions, still a little breezy in places, and it'll be that way overnight, but not nearly as windy, not nearly as snowy. Our concerns tonight are the fact that we will have some wind and the temperatures below freezing with wet roads, slushy roads and the like. We're going to ice up. I know the parking lot outside the station here, pretty crunchy. So take it slow outside. Be careful. Here's a look at your current conditions in Fargo as we look in on some starry skies out in the Devil's Lake area tonight. That's important for those who have a chance at seeing the northern lights. 26 degrees your current temperature at Hector. Feels like 12 though, thanks to a 22-mile-per-hour wind straight out of the north. Now we mentioned chance of aurora tonight, but it goes on until Friday because we've had an active sun pattern or solar storm activity throwing some energy towards the earth, and our chance of seeing the northern lights continues. High clouds tonight and low clouds out in Minnesota will limit it for some of us. Here's a look. I've darkened the earth so you can see the edge of clouds here. Grand Forks, periods of clear skies breaking in all the way up towards Hallock, and Valley City, you're on the edge. So if you're in Fargo, you have to get out toward Valley City, maybe even a little bit farther to the west before you have a better chance at seeing them. But Grand Forks, maybe just a little bit off to the west of town on Highway 2. Maybe even just north of town, get away from those city lights. And there's a chance tonight at seeing some pretty vibrant northern lights. As a matter of fact, solar storm strength is strong enough where they could even see it as far south as places like Colorado. Mid-20s right now in Grand Forks, 27 for Bemidji, 27 in Fergus Falls, and 23 in Oaks. Factor in the winds that are gusting to around 30 at times still in Lakes Country in the Southern Valley. We're in the near 10-degree range as far as our wind chills go. Snow, Iowa, snow for parts of Nebraska and Kansas and Colorado. And look at this severe weather outbreak taking place. Now it's worked its way through the bayou in New Orleans. It's done there, but active thunderstorm and tornado warnings along this line. Look at all the very heavy rain all the way up to Nashville. Here's a look at one of the tornado warnings not far from Biloxi, Mississippi. This one's an observed tornado on the ground at 10:15 at night. It's dark and storms heading in on Birmingham with tornado warnings as well. Also observed. So active weather continues for them. For us, the north wind will continue. Notice our model shoves the cloud deck back off to the west as we go through the overnight hours. So our chances tonight of seeing the northern lights will be limited only by clouds and whether or not they actually do form. It'll be breezy and temperatures will be cold. We cannot rule out a renegade flurry in Minnesota as we go through the overnight hours. Tomorrow, the improvements begin in the afternoon. West to east clearing. Temperatures rising in our western counties where we have no snow on the ground. We'll have temperatures 35 to 45 degrees. And many of us will be stuck in the 35 to 40 degree range here where we have the deeper snow from southeast North Dakota, clipping the Fargo-Moorhead area and into Detroit Lakes and Bemidji. We'll see 30s here. And it looks like temperatures start out in the mid-20s with wind, but the wind decreases late. The sun increases and so do our temperatures. It won't be hot, we'll be below average, but going in the right direction and melting a lot of that soggy, wet snow. This robin had a conversation with me. He was chirping at me all day. I could hear him outside. I thought you told me it was spring. Tom, thanks for sharing your photo. Tell that robin that things are going to get better by Friday. After a cold morning, 49 degrees. Little cooler Saturday, but still above average or at average for this time of the year. 45 to 50 degrees for the next 7 days. Not bad. Light showers on Sunday, possibly mixing with a flake in the morning, but with a high of 50, we won't see snow. All in all, things looking pretty good. Mixed weather in the middle next week.
It's a stretch of warmer weather, too, not just a day or two.
Exactly. Happy to report it.
We are too.
Thanks, well, warmer weather is coming, and spring has lawn care on the minds of many homeowners. But this year, those services may cost you even more. Many companies in the FM area are battling rising costs from supplies to equipment.
In addition to the inflated rates or prices, supply still remains an issue. For example, it's very difficult not only to purchase mowers because of the price, but there's so few of them around.
They say if you're planning to get any kind of lawn care services this spring, you should sign up early.
Well, she's the face of a national line of dog beer, New Face, and she lives in Perham, Minnesota. We'll introduce you to Kira and her owners after the break.